This is a sports catastrophe production.
Hey there, hello, ho there, it's Jeff Conajami welcoming you to another Sports Catastrophe Birthday Boy. And the birthday boy for today, September the 15th, is a coach at an academy called Outdoor Academy, a college prep school in Sarasota, Florida. Weird, huh? But this guy is 61 years old. He was a legend with the Cleveland Browns and won a Super Bowl ring with another team. I'll talk about him because his name is Ernest Byner, as you can see on the picture if you watch it. Ernest Byner was a fullback for East Carolina in the 1980s and helped ECU do decently. Then the 84 NFL draft came in the 10th round when the draft was 10 rounds instead of 7. He was drafted in the 10th round by Cleveland. Cleveland wasn't sure if they needed him, but he did. So he was a productive, reliable running back who could rush, block, and catch the ball out of the backfield. Byner was popular in Cleveland. In the 85 season, him and Kevin Mack made history as teammates with over 1,000 yards rushing, both of them. And Byner was just a pretty good guy. That Byner was the head running back for Cleveland in the 85, 86, 87 seasons where disappointment would be hurting them, especially in the drive, the game of the drive. No, Byner was not really involved in that game as much as the other game I want to talk about, but that's where it goes. So anyway, Ernest Byner was the central focus point of the 1987 AFC title game, 87-88, as Cleveland went into Denver, whereas Denver went into Cleveland the previous year. The Browns were down 21-3 and they had a position to do something. The Browns were actually up 38-31 was down 38-31 with 6 minutes left. Cleveland ran the ball to the 8-yard line with a minute left in the game. If the Browns could punch it in, it could force overtime. Byner took a Kosar handoff to run the left tackle. He got past the Bronco line and looked like he was going to tie the game when Jamil Castile, the defensive back, managed to strip him of the ball, fumble, and I can't remember the guy for Denver who got it. I think it was Randy Lilly. But the ball was fumbled and Denver recovers, and basically it was huge. It was the fumble, and Byner basically tried to get it out of his system, but unfortunately though, people wouldn't let him forget about it. Cleveland fans were a little bit fuming. Byner did have 67 rushing yards and also 120 receiving yards with 2 touchdowns. But unfortunately, the fumble just overshadowed his otherwise productive day. Played 1 more year for Cleveland and then was dumped to Washington for Mike Oliphant for the start of the 89 season. Strange that Washington went for Byner when they had Timmy Smith, although Timmy Smith would just be a one-hit wonder. Byner stuck it to Cleveland in a sense when he got a touchdown pass in Super Bowl 26 in 92 and giving Washington the title, giving him the Super Bowl ring that he didn't get with the Browns but he got with the Redskins. Byner was 4th in rushing in 1990 and got a Pro Bowl selection. He actually was named one of the 70 greatest Redskins when Washington did that list. But soon Cleveland would forgive him in a sense, and he went back to Cleveland to play for 94 and 95, and then the team got transplanted to Baltimore for the 96 and 97 season, and he finished up. He was ranked 16th in rushing when he finished his 14-year career with 56 touchdown runs. He caught 15 touchdowns, which isn't half bad. So then after retiring player, he was director of player development and was part of the Ravens Ring of Honor in 2000. I don't think he got anything to do with the Super Bowl ring. Oh no, he did. He got a Super Bowl ring with the Ravens in Super Bowl 35. And then Byner was made the running backs coach for Washington. He held it for 4 years, which is impressive. Washington gave Byner a chance after fumbling that thing away from Cleveland and getting a Super Bowl ring, but it didn't work out. Tennessee would then pull him to be running back coach. And then he was replaced a few years later. Jacksonville named him the running backs coach. And he lasted for a few years, and then went to Tampa for a few years. So Ernest Byner, was a great running back for Cleveland. He was the 80s presidential running back. But unfortunately for a lot of people, Byner will only be remembered for one thing, and that was that fumble. I think it's unfair in a way. Like, I'll say this. I think it was unfair that they are just judging him based on one complete mistake. And it was the defender who got the ball. It wasn't Byner's fault. It was the defender who stripped the ball away. So, yeah, get this guy a break. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.